A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Badgers offense will go on the attack first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
So Ohio State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be...
Makes the catch and he's free. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. Let's see if they can do it.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. On the run, it's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice.
It's a seam wide open. The 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Sayin. Grabbed behind the line. It's Roberts. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Say it. Finds his man. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Now here's Sayin. Finds a tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 7. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football.
There he goes. The 10. And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home runs.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Again, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Throwing, Sayin. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Stepping to the right. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and this late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Sayin makes the catch. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Connection to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He slides that just inside the right upright, and that will extend their lead even further. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's Ole Miss who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. That victory caps off a 9-3 regular season, respectable by any program's measures. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the American Conference. Now back to your game inside Camp Randall Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
The Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Buckeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Sweet cut there. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great Ohio State backs. Oh, we might have another entry coming here.
Oh, that's incredible to think about. And you think about some of his past runs that were amazing. And when you got a guy that can do this and put up big numbers, he's having a day. This offense is having a day because of it. Keep it going, young fella.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Here's Sayin to throw.
And it's on.
Makes a grab and room to run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Here comes the hurry up.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Saying back to the air. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the stomping.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Running inside, it's Rodgers. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Saying. Touchdown, Ohio State! A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Saying. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Fires to the middle. It's caught. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish